Well, my name is Luis. I am from Mexico, but currently I'm living in Czech Republic. And today I'm going to talk about Azure Video Indexer and how to extract metadata from video and audio content. Just very briefly, I am a student, yes, in this university in Czech Republic, Thomas Bata University. I'm also a lecturer in this school, also in Mexico, at Tecnológico Nacional de Mexico. It's one of the activities that I really enjoy the most, to meet students, to be able to share some knowledge and also learn from them. I'm also MVP in AI and developer technologies. And well, here you have my email and also my Twitter handle in case I can help you with something related with this topic. I'm also a bit passionate about mobile applications development with Xamarin, and also I enjoy developing cloud applications or learning about the cloud. Okay, so as it was mentioned in the introduction, yes, there is a suite of services, cloud services from Azure, which allows you to reduce the gap and bring AI to everyone. No matter the level that you might have or your skills in development or in AI, you can focus on how you are going to apply artificial intelligence or machine learning models that are already pre-built, and how you are going to take advantage of them in applications. When I talk about cognitive services, I merely say that the artificial intelligence problem that you might have, like, okay, I want to describe what is happening in this picture, or can you convert the speech or the voice into text? That problem reduces or translates to the developer, let's say, a scenario or context, because these models, these services are exposed as endpoints, REST endpoints. So all you need is to grab your favorite language. It can be PHP, it can be Java, it can be C#, Python. Send an HTTP request to the service. Of course, you need an Azure account because you have to send some key value to authenticate to the cloud, to Azure. Of course, you also send in the request the image or the music file or audio file that you want to be analyzed from the service, and you get a response. And in the response, you get, for instance, the description of the picture that you sent, or the text translation from your voice that you sent to the speech service. There are several of these services. There are several categories. There is vision, there is voice, language, web search, and there is also decision, which is not included here, but there you can find anomaly detection, for instance, or personalizer, which is also one of the newest services. So today we are going to talk about the computer vision area. Of course, we know that with computer vision, you can analyze or describe content in images, in videos, what is happening, what tags are found there, what words can you use to describe what is happening in this media image. Face API focuses on people. You can identify a specific person. You can even train a model to like enroll people first some faces, so they can be identified later. You can also detect emotions. If the people is, let's say, looking to the front or is with some orientation angle, this can be useful to solve some problems like, for instance, with some students from Ecuador, there was a project because they were using these APIs to detect if bus drivers were tired or were distracted. So there was a camera all the time. Of course, this camera didn't block the front. So yeah, they were driving, and if they were looking at other sides for long period of time, and yeah, there will be an alarm or there will be a record for that. If they were using the mobile phone, yeah, the computer vision can detect that, can detect those objects. The idea was to reduce the number of accidents or find some way to help bus drivers, because especially at night, well, there might be some accidents because they are tired or they are distracted. If you want to customize the computer vision task and recognize specific objects, well, there is some custom vision. And Form Recognizer is also a model that you can train to detect your own documents like receipts or invoices in order to find valuable information there, such as the customer name, the tax value, the amount of the invoice, and some others. So you can train it with the SDK, or there is also a graphical tool. But there was still some gap, especially in multimedia files like videos. What if there was a service which allows you to basically index your video files or your video content? And by indexing, I mean that to detect people that might be there appear in the video, what emotions were appearing there by the people, some text that can describe what is happening in the video at a specific moments, convert or find the transcription of everything that was said there and get a text file from it, for instance. Even, yes, after you analyze this video, maybe you store it somewhere, and maybe you have a set of videos and you want to search, okay, in which video some specific person appeared, and then you get the list of videos, right? So you can get this valuable information. Do you need a neural network? Do you need a powerful artificial intelligence or machine learning knowledge to do that? Well, now there is the video AI capabilities that solve these challenges, and this can be helpful to, for instance, improve content discoverability, give some value to your users, personalize the experience, build or construct personalized experiences for users, and maybe even increase your revenue. So you can do that with Video Indexer, which is one of the cognitive services that extract insights from your media. Actually, I consider this service as a collection of other cognitive services, because it can analyze the video to find people inside. You can do that with the Face API. It can describe specific frames, specific scenes from your video and get a description. So that's computer vision service or API. It can also get the extract the audio and convert it into text. So that's speech. And there are many other capabilities, even OCR, optical character recognition. It can detect brands, labels. Yeah, it can perform a lot of tasks there. And there is some good news, let's say, for people who maybe don't want to, let's say, try Azure, or they don't want to like use a cloud provider, or they don't want to sign up for the service, because Video Indexer is available both as a service and as a platform. And I will explain both today. So as a service means that, yes, okay, you have to subscribe, you need to subscribe to the API, but actually you don't need an Azure account. You can use a Google account linked to Hotmail or to Microsoft. You can use, of course, an Azure Active Directory, but yeah, you can start with your Hotmail Outlook account. You subscribe to a trial account, which allows you to use this portal. You will see this portal, it's a website, and you can index up to 600 minutes of video. If you use the API, it means if you write code, you have 4 times that amount of minutes. And automatically you get a subscription, and you will see in a second. So yeah, it's not mandatory to require an Azure subscription for this. So in the portal, which is accessible through videoindexer.ai, you can start by uploading some videos. You can upload from URL, from a file, and well, there are several formats supported. The most common ones, such as MOV or MP4, MPG. And right after you upload a video, the features are indexed. And then you get all the information that you want, that the video or the service finds for you. So let's demonstrate that. So here we have our video indexer. So I will refresh this. Okay. And for instance, in this case, well, I have already uploaded a few videos, but you can start very easily. Just click this button, and then you can pick one file from your computer. You can enter an URL, right? And after you enter the URL, you just add some name, you select, or you can help the service by adding the source language, but it also has some capabilities to recognize or detect what is the language that is happening there. The main one, because of course, maybe there is a video with different languages, so you can pick, for that case, I would recommend auto-detect single language. Also the privacy, your video can be, let's say, internal, private, or it can be public, and it can appear in, let's say, when you search for information by using the API. And after that, yes, you also have to confirm that you are not using this facial recognition functionality because you are involved in a police department project. So yeah, that's just something that you have to consider. And well, yeah, after that. So well, but for the moment, because this operation might take some time, I can pick one of the videos that I have already here. I will mute this to avoid some noise. But in this case, well, okay, I have already uploaded this one, and it has recognized some people that appears in this video. Let's start by saying that this data is not definite. Actually, these findings, these insights, can be edited. So in order to improve or adjust the insights. So this is the original video, and these are some results. So you can see, for instance, some people was recognized here. At the beginning, this person, Sonia, and also Seth, were not recognized. I mean, the name didn't appear. They were just recognized as unknown 1 and unknown 2. So there is a way, there is a button here to edit. So when I click edit, I can adjust, right, the name or whatever. So the idea is that later in second, third video, in later videos, if this person is found out, it will appear now the correct name. That's the idea of editing. There are, of course, also some errors that might be found. For instance, in this case, right, I see it's actually the same person, but for some reason there was maybe some minor percentage that it was detected as a person. I can also delete it, and you can see, for instance, okay, is it significant or not? You can see, for instance, this third person appeared in this fraction of video, right? So I can maybe delete it. It appears in less than 1%, and yes, I keep only 2 people. So, okay, I will refresh it so I can continue also showing some other information. So just like that, after uploading, after indexing, yeah, it finds this information, this valuable information maybe. You can see some details about the speaker, okay, where Sonia appears. It seems, okay, she appears almost half of the video. Well, that's a bit obvious because it's a talk between these 2 people. The same goes for Seth, right? Also, among the information that was found in this video, you can see some topics. They are talking about consumer internet, web design, jQuery plugins, Node.js, and other topics like computer science, robotics, and so on. So yes, and you can also find exactly where, in which part they were talking about machine learning as a topic, okay? Not the words, but as a topic. Okay. You can also edit these. You can delete maybe some topics make no sense, so you can remove them if you prefer. There are also keywords, and then yes, in this case, you will find, okay, they are talking about AI show, they are presenting this program, they are talking about machine learning. There is case overview, they were describing some real case scenario. Okay, you also get some labels, some entities, even some brands, okay, such as Microsoft Azure, for instance. You get some description from Wikipedia, and also some emotions. Here, this is also one, let's say, nice feature, because you get some scenes from the video, and every scene has some shots and every shot has some frames. And you can, of course, directly click on one of these shots or one of these frames, and you can access immediately where this is in the video. Okay, so you see it is loading. Yes, so you go there because maybe you are interested in a specific part of the video. But this is just some set, and there is also, which is another part which is relevant. You can also get specifics on the timeline. So, for instance, we can get the transcript, right? Exactly word by word what they are saying, right? I can even, of course, turn on the captions. Yes, a second. Oh. Yes. So you see, right? And you can, of course, again, scroll down a bit, and maybe you are interested. Okay, I want to focus on this part. So I click, and then yes. So we are working. You will see in a second. Okay. Yes. So we are working, and so on, right? So yeah, you can scroll. You can even export this, right? You can download this to JSON, to closed captions, right? But that's not all. You can even translate this into some other language. For instance, I can translate this into Spanish and get the text translated into this language. So you will see, and also, of course, the captions are now in Spanish, right? So that's a considerable amount of information that you can get or extract from your video thanks to this service. And well, that's, I don't know if I have forgot about anything. Well, maybe there is just one issue, but I will tell you in a second. So yeah, this is just a subset of features that you can identify. Okay, so people, the full transcript. Yes, you can convert. You can also, yes, I forgot that. You can even search, okay, I want to find about, but I will, okay, artificial, even though, yeah, that's the same one in Spanish and English, artificial. Just a second, because it's a bit slow. So I can search for information. Okay, it seems in the timeline, it doesn't appear. But I can also search in insights, right? Yeah, because it was converted to Spanish. Everything was converted to Spanish. So yes, if I search for artificial, I see, okay, no people is named artificial, but there are two topics, yeah, in Spanish. No keywords, no labels. So let me convert this back to English. Right? So maybe it makes more sense. So let's talk about machine learning, for instance. Right? And then you see, okay, there is a keyword, there is a topic, and that's it. Right? And you can also get some things about machine learning, right? So yeah, you can also look for information. So this is what you can do if you want to provide your users, okay, find some videos about puppies, correct? Like, okay, but this term can appear in the topic, in the keyword, in label. Maybe you are looking for specific brands. Yeah, you can find this information. Right? Yeah, also you can get some other information like OCR if there were some text that you can enable this part if you want in this page. And finally, well, maybe just before moving into the API, because maybe some of you are developers, one of the things that you will need later, if you want to create an application to extract this information, for instance, is your account ID. So the account ID is available here, or also in the URL, because every video that you have, has the account ID. So the same goes for other videos. You can extract the insights. And maybe it's something that was not at the beginning in the documentation, or I didn't see it in the documentation. In case that you connect this into Azure, you need a region. You know that you need regions when you provision a resource. So the region here is a trial, okay? No South Central US, no Europe, it's trial, okay? And this is important because when we were testing the API, well, what was the region? So it couldn't be empty. And after digging in documentation, or I have to be honest, maybe I found the answer in the Stack Overflow. The answer was that, okay, yes, you have to use trial. And this was not in the documentation. Okay, but I think now it's fixed. So, okay, so I grab my account ID. Right. And before moving into the developer portal, well, there are a lot of features that you can get. There is a lot of information that you can retrieve from this service. You can perform face detection, you can perform voice detection, language identification, OCR. There is a lot of activity that is happening here in your video regarding the analysis. And you can see that this analysis is split, audio analysis and vision analysis. And all this is the pipeline, let's say, that evaluates your video and gives you the insights. So, okay, so this was the platform. Now let's check the service. And for the service, yes, there is API-portal.videoindexer.ai, which you can use to actually test even before writing code. You can test because it provides a console to check all the methods. You can send some requests to check if it is working, and you can even get code in your favorite language to interact with the service. You will see in a second. So, okay, all you need is to create a video indexer account, sign up to get an access token. But actually, the access token, there is a service for that. And then you start working with your videos. You upload videos, or you have already videos, so let's search for them and extract the insights. Okay, so you need, after you get your account ID, you also need your subscription key. This one is available under the user profile. It is here, just click on show. And after that, you can start using the different methods. But for all methods, your first step is to retrieve an access token. And, well, let's do that. So I will just stop this to avoid any issue maybe with the network. So give us a second. Yeah, now. So here I am, okay, yes. Sometimes it's signed me out. Yeah, as you can see, I have to sign in again for some reason. So now I am in. Okay, so here is the profile. And yeah, I have my key. I have already associated this into Azure, so that's why you see two, one Azure authorization and a second product authorization, but this one is the trial one. So I click on show, but actually to test the console, I don't need to show it. I will use it for my code, for my program, but okay. So now I can go to the APIs. Here I have every method. So as I said, my first step is to get an access token, because I need the access token for every HTTP request. So, and you even get some example here, right? Okay, so to get an access token, all you need is to set the location, the account ID, and this parameter is optional if the token has written permissions, true or false. So you can click on this button, try it, and you get this nice console. So you select your subscription key. Yeah. The location, it already includes trial. Before that, you have to type it. Actually, this whole website got a rebranding because even 2 weeks before, it wasn't like this. It was in the old portal, like the green one. But okay. So my location is trial, the account ID. Okay, so that's the one I get from here. So I have to paste it, right? And allow edit, I would say yes. And that's it. So here you can see how your request is built. Click on send, and then we get the token. This token is a string. So actually you don't need the quotation marks. So just grab the token. Maybe I will keep it here to make it easier for me. Just a second. Yeah. So I will say token and my account ID. Okay. Now with the token, I am able to use the rest of the services. So let's say I want to list my videos, the videos that I have here. So there is video, yeah, and or video as a whole, right? But okay, videos. So I will use list videos, and you can see, I will close this. Okay, this is the method or the service. These are the parameters. Some of them are required, some others don't, right? And so on. Okay, I forgot to mention that you can get the cipher code, but I will do it in this one. Okay, so we can try it here. You get the subscription, location is trial, account ID, so I have it here. Created after, okay, I don't need it. Created before, I don't need it. I can even remove them. Page size, skip, okay, access token. So yes, this one I need it. So let's copy this, paste it, and click on send. And here we get 200, okay, response. And here we can see in this JSON, right? Okay, well, okay, you see, there are some results. First, the account ID. We have a video overview of the Microsoft AI School, which was the video that we analyzed earlier. There is another video, machine learning in IoT solutions, and so on, right? So we get the collection of all the videos that I have in my account. And we also get some thumbnail ID. We will explore that one later. We also get the video ID. We can use that video to get details of the specific element, but I will do something a bit more interesting. So yeah, you get your list of videos here. And you get the documents on pages, right? Okay, so but I told you that you can also get, okay, how do I write or send a request in C#? Okay, so just click this button and you get the code with the specifics that you need. Here you have the URI, right? Which already includes the token, actually. That's why it's a long one, right? But it already includes all the fields, the trial, the account ID, all the parameters are there. So it's very easy. You want to do it on Python, okay? So here you have the Python code that you need. Just copy, paste it in your application. There you have it. All you need, yeah, of course, is to process the results as you wish. And well, you can also use the search videos, right, function, which of course allows you to introduce a term and get the videos with these specifics. So here, but I need to remove something. Okay, I don't need source language. This one, source videos ID. Well, okay, the state is okay. Uploaded, privacy can be public. If I get the ID, I can get direct access to this, but I want to search a term. So I'm going to remove a lot of elements here. Okay, so this is query. So let's say dogs, because I have a video about dogs. Text scope, I don't need it. And then this one, I think, okay, and the access token, of course, and the account ID. So the access token should be this one, yes. And the account ID is this one. Good. So that should make it. Let's see. Where is the button? Send. Okay, so click on send. And no, okay, so, but I'm going to cheat because I have the information here. Just give me a second. Okay, maybe query pages. Yeah, I have to remove some of them. Yeah, okay, so let's remove this. Let's keep query, page size, and access token. Okay, so let's try again. Yeah, okay, now I got the result. So here I have a video. It is called test video. It's this one. Yeah, because this one is about some beds for dogs. Okay, so this is just some advertisement. I hope we don't get problems with the recording of this. I forgot to ask about that, so maybe just 1 second. But yeah, the idea is that there are some puppies there, some dogs there. Yeah. So let's remove this part. But also you get some matches in the transcript, for instance, because they are talking about the dog, correct? So you get all this information thanks to this service. Like it's not only the video, but also where this term, search term, appears. Because you also get the start time, like in this part of the video, at this time, that term appears, or as a wall, like as a topic, the dog is the main topic there, right? So yeah, that's it. And well, after you use the console, developer console, maybe you are ready to build a solution. So in this case, I have ASP.NET Core project, which basically you can use it to search information. Here I just have some models. I have the video indexer insights, which are for the results. So you see summarized insights. I get a list of keywords, a list of emotions, list of labels, brands, and so on. And I also have the models for every class. I just grab the JSON and convert it to C# with the properties that I need, or maybe all of them, because I was lazy to remove some of them, but okay. But the idea is to, okay, let's get the JSON that the service returns, and okay, maybe just show something to the user. There is also I have a view model. Of course, I have just the phrase what the user wants to find, and in my controller, and this is the, let's say, the main code. I have two methods. The first one is, okay, let's call the search service that you just saw. Let's use this word or phrase and get the videos. So if I use, let's say, machine learning, right? Search, we will get videos where machine learning is mentioned. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure why this one was mentioned, but okay. Maybe I have to tune it, or I have to fix it, but okay. I get not all my videos, only specific videos. And if that's the first one. And the second one is when I click on one of these, it takes some time, I have the other service, which is details. Oh, by the way, yes, get thumbnail. There is a service to actually get the picture, right? Because you saw in the JSON that you could get the thumbnail. The thumbnail is a string, and there is a service videos thumbnails, and you get the base 64 string for that. So that's the picture that you saw for every video, right? Okay, so, and details, there is also this service, videos, then the ID, of course, I know the ID of every video, source file, download URL. This one is to actually get the string, right? The file actually. Okay, so you will just mute it. Yeah. And yeah, I just display it here in this HTML5 control. So yeah, sorry, you don't get the string, you get the URI, right? For your video that is available. And there is the index. This is one huge method or service that contains everything. This index, maybe just a second. Yeah. This index returns all the insights that you saw, like the faces or brands and keywords. I'm not displaying all of them. I just get a subset, right? And yeah, you have to, let's say, navigate through the properties in order to get them. But yes, they are available for you. Also, remember that you get some screenshots, some scenes. Yes, you get the thumbnail, and you also get the base 64 for that, right? And so you will see a few pictures in this. When I go back to the website, you get the labels. Yes, I'm just displaying them. Yes, and you get the collection of your insights. So if I go back here, these are the video details. These are the people that was identified, the keywords. Yeah, more or less the same information that you saw already in the portal. But yeah, it's just a demo. Then how you are going to use this, right, for better. And you see the frames. For instance, I have worked with this, and you see that every frame has a description, right? You can get what is happening in each frame, but you can combine this to maybe custom vision, because maybe you want to find or analyze some video and want to find if some apples are rotten, or maybe you want to identify specific products. The computer vision service will tell you the general idea. Okay, there is an apple there. There is a hardware tool there, and that's it. But maybe you want to be more specific. So you can connect, or you can send this picture actually to a custom vision service, or maybe to some other artificial intelligence model that you have developed, and provide them, and of course get something different, something more concise. Okay. So yeah, that's the idea, how you can connect with other services. And well, yeah, basically that would be my demo. And just to conclude my presentation, which should be, I don't see it, just a second, I lost it. Just a second. It is here, yeah. So you see that there are a lot of features that you can interact with in Video Indexer. So there are a lot of benefits, or industries that can benefit from these capabilities, video AI capabilities, because, well, the main source of information from them are videos, right? So how you can use this to take more advantage of what the knowledge that you are getting, right? Okay, so as you saw earlier, this video indexer, you can start for free. It gives you 10 hours free indexing for website, 40 hours for API users. If you want more advanced capabilities or more time, such as streaming, encoding, storage, you can use Azure Media Services. And the pricing is different. I didn't include here because, well, there are different things that you can consider. Okay, like, okay, how many videos, how much time, the encoding format that you are using, everything, let's say, is involved in the price, total cost of a solution for Azure Media Services. But for some other lower, maybe tasks, you can use this service. And well, just to conclude my presentation, and I would be happy to answer your questions if there are some, sorry. Well, how to get started with it besides the Indexer portal and the website, there is also in Microsoft Learn learning path where you can interact with the video indexer service and build, I think it's a C# or Python application. You can even get much more information. So yeah, that would be all from me. Thank you very much. And if there are any questions, I will be happy. I will do my best to answer them. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Luis. Highly appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to either enter them into chat or come off of mute and just jump in verbally. So we'll give you all a few minutes before we move on to the next session. Any questions for Luis? Okay, so the chat window is currently not active as far as questions. I'm curious, Luis, what horror stories have you encountered with Video Indexer, if any?
Funny stories. Well, actually, well, maybe just to help or to assist some people, we are building with some students a solution that actually connects the video to a custom vision model that detects if people is wearing a mask or not, because we can use this to maybe allow people to enter a building like in real time. If they are not using if they are not wearing the mask, well, okay, you cannot enter, please, and wear it to help others, to take care of others. Also, okay, maybe one funny story, because also with one of these students that we were working with, she asked me, oh, does it detect cartoons? And I was, okay, I don't know, maybe, because she found this option. And yes, actually, she uploaded a SpongeBob actually video. And yeah, it was not detected as a person. It was not detected the real SpongeBob or character, but it was detected as animation or cartoon, actually. So yeah, it was detected. We have recorded, so I can even share this later, but that's something that I like, as I said, when I work with the students, because we as professionals, we don't know everything, and they are very curious. They ask, okay, so I don't know, can you try? Oh yes. So I learned some new thing about this. So yes, even this it is capable of recognizing this type of elements. So
Nice.
so yeah, I think this is a nice service. I would like to ask the attendees if they have heard about, for instance, this service, because, well, to be honest, when I was like looking for information, or when I was trying to learn from other like webcasts or some presentations, I didn't found any besides Ignite or the build event from Microsoft. So yeah.
Yeah, it's one thing to actually go through a tutorial and step through it versus actually implementing it in real life and seeing all the different nuances that can come your way. So it's always good to share experiences like that. And once again, thank you for joining us.
I'm very happy for the invitation, and yeah, I hope we can meet also next time or in other event. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Yes.